Welcome to another episode of my Doll Diaries. Now, I am so excited about today's episode. Now, I've got no fixed plan, but I am going to be doing unboxings, tell you what's been going on in my little Dollyverse and my Dollyverse plans. Now, I've been doing some sewing, but it hasn't been Barbie sewing. It's just been some personal sewing. That's for my Stitch Diaries, but I'm still not ready for a Stitch Diary video because I haven't finished anything, but it's just because it's a big project, so it's just going to take me some time to do it. But I can tell you a bit about what's going in Doll Diaries, and I hope to unbox this actually today. This it's a cutie reveal, and it is the sloth or the sloth, however you prefer to say it. Now, this is my fifth cutie reveal, but this is the second wave. So the first four that came out I purchased, but I didn't share them, like I haven't done an unboxing or anything on YouTube, but I might have shared a photograph with you. Well, another four came out, but I decided to only buy one of them, and there are some more coming out I think later on in the year, but I really wanted this one. Now, my Stitch Diary viewers all know how much I love sloths or sloths. I don't know, I call them sloths, right? But it's how David Attenborough calls them, so take it up with him if you don't agree. But but I just love them, and I've made one, and I made one for my husband, and it actually sits on the back of our bed, and I was so excited to get a Barbie reveal one. So I will get that out. Now, you will have seen at the start of my video a Mattel box turned up. Now, I have ordered from Mattel in America, and I thought it was that. I thought it was coming a bit early because of how long shipping takes, but it turns out it wasn't. Now, it is something that I've ordered for Christmas actually. Now, it is only June, but you know, you have to get these things in advance, don't you? And I am Mrs. Christmas. I'm always thinking about Christmas. So I had actually planned it was going to be a Christmas related thing I was doing, but actually this doll challenge that's popped up, I'm going to be able to use it for that, which I'm going to tell you about. And I'm hoping, I've got one of these mini brand things, and I managed to get a really good price on this in Tesco because I got a Tesco club card, so I got some money off it. And I know lots of doll people love these mini brands. They buy loads of them and they keep buying them, so they get the whole selection, so they get a lot of repeats and things. I personally haven't got the budget to do that. I can't keep buying and buying and buying to get them all and risk getting repeats and things, but I can treat myself to the odd little thing like that. So I will open this, so it might be a first for you as well, because not all my viewers are really, you know, in the Dollyverse. You've kind of come over from the Stitch Diaries, but you have been interested in these doll videos, so you're coming along on the journey with me. Right, so I'm going to tell you about this doll. It's spinning around, that thing. Sorry if it hits the camera, makes it shake. So actually, I'll tell you about what I'm wearing. Now, this is a Barbie jumper, right? I'm so excited about it. And actually, I've bought some Barbie pyjamas from Asda, and I have got a short video of me getting those out and trying them on. So you might be interested in that. I'll try and fit that in as well. But this, obviously, the pyjamas you can buy in the bigger sizes anyway. I know the larger sizes were available, but this is I say it's second hand. It's what somebody was selling. They had two of them, and they were selling a small and a medium. My husband ordered the small for me, but then they emailed to say, sorry, that one is sold. Do you want a refund or the medium? So we said, yeah, we'll have the medium. So it is actually a Zara jumper. It's a collaboration between Barbie and Zara. So we've got Zara here in the UK. I'm not sure. I'm sure Zara are in America. I think they might be Spanish originally. I'm not entirely sure. But yes, but this is a collaboration. I love Zara. I do like that brand of clothing. And this says Barbie and Zara. Barbie 1995 Mattel Inc., which means incorporated, doesn't it? And the only thing, and the only thing's missing, actually, I've noticed that with my videos. I start saying a sentence, stop it, and then I start talking about something else. Well, I was just about to show you, it's quite a cropped jumper. So this is where's my belly button? Belly button's here. So yeah, and it's quite an oversized, but I suppose I have had the medium, but I am quite broad shoulders, so yeah, the medium is okay on me. So so anyway, yeah, I'm delighted with it. So what the only thing was missing on it, it was brand new with labels on it, but it looks like it had like a key ring or something with it. Do you know when you get like a rubbery thing? And that wasn't on it, unfortunately. So yeah, but that's the thing. Maybe my husband didn't pay the price of what it was brand new. Now, in the photograph of the jumper, it shows you a photograph of the model in Zara wearing it. Now, I didn't expect it was going to be like this anyway, but it was right up here on the model. But the models they use, my goodness, they're like supermodels. They're like these lovely tall ladies, you know. They're never going to look the same on us more miniature people, but it did say the length of the jumper. Now the small, I think she said, was 19 inches from shoulder to bottom, and I measured that on me, and I knew that was going to be a fine length, even, you know, it wasn't going to be too cropped, and I knew this one was going to be a bit longer. So yeah, it's all good. Anyway, the doll challenge, well, I say challenge, it's just a fun thing to be a part of, and there are some printouts. Now this is a challenge, I'm going to call it challenge because it makes it easier, and the host of them is Mimi Doll's World. Now I'll put a poster what I'm looking at up on the screen for you to see. I'll put it here. So it's Mimi's Doll's World, and then there's UK Barbie Girl, Barbie Model Mayhem, and Dappled Tints, and Strawberry Doll Mix. These are all the people that are hosting this event, and basically the event is called Glastdollbury 22. Right, so it's a bit like Glastonbury, however you say it, Glastonbury. Is it Bury? Yeah, Glastonbury, I think you'd say it. And it's a music festival in the UK. And it isn't actually a festival I've attended. I have attended music festivals in the UK, but I went to one that was near Stratford upon Avon, and it was a bit of a hard dance one. Like, this was about like 20 years ago or something like that, you know, well, over 20 years. But that's the last time I actually went to one, you know. This is what happens, you know, you settle down with a family. But yeah, I never went to Glastonbury, but I must admit, festivals really they're not for me. I did that one, and yeah, and I don't think I like that many people. I feel a bit nervous. I felt like I was going to be pickpocketed, because I did feel like people messing with my bag when I had it behind my back and I had to have it in the front. Yeah, I didn't like the toilets. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy the experience all that much. I don't think it's really for me. I think it's not too bad, and it's about being there all night and things. Yeah, maybe I sound boring, but this was my younger self that thought, yeah, that was fun, but I don't really want to do that again. And that's where it ended, basically. So, but this is a doll version, and I'm up for that. And actually, my dolls are up for more than I'm up for. I'm not into camping. You will not see me camping. I've camped in a back garden with friends, and it's not for me. I don't even enjoy that. I like the excitement of it. I don't get any sleep. And finally I do get to sleep, and then the birds are tweeting and I feel rotten the next day. Yeah, it's not for me, right? But the dolls like camping. The dolls have got tents. They're really into it. They like the outdoors a lot more than I do. I'm an you know, I've got hay fever, so maybe that's why I'm enjoying this little doll life. I'm getting to enjoy a part of life I don't enjoy in real world. It's make believe, isn't it? So this is a similar kind of thing, this glastdollbury, right? Now it says you are invited. I'll pop it up on the screen again if it's disappeared, and it's blink again, the PWV, let's pretend, Regina, is it Regina? Yes. Van Ro, Dante, Lamar. Do you know, yes, you know, there's quite a few. I'm not going to read them all out, right? You can see it on the screen. These are the bands. It's taking place on the 25th to the 5th of July. It tells us the hashtag to use, and the dress code is festival and casual, right? Now, what it says underneath, like in the description, it's basically, it's a diorama. Now a diorama is a doll scene, basically, when you set up a miniature scene for dolls, and it says, and they're suggesting that you take your characters out in the garden or the park, and it says accessories suggesting water bottles, drinks, tents, and they want us to hashtag, so they want us basically to do these little dioramas, take photographs and do some hashtags. But they have given us some printouts that we can print out at home. Now this is one of them, and it's I think it looks a bit like Blink Again. Is that a band? I'm sure it is, but it's got, looks, oh, I'll just show it you rather than trying to explain it. This is one. Now this is meant to be a backdrop we can use. Now mine looks a bit cream, but it's recycled paper, so I think it was meant to be bright white, but if I did use it for a photograph backdrop, I could actually stick it to something quite white, and I could lighten the photograph a bit. And they've given us these as well to print out. VIP passes for the dolls. So it'd be nice if they had like a lanyard, really, wouldn't it? I could actually laminate these and cut them out, make little holes, and then put them around the doll's neck. That'd be a nice idea. There was actually meant to be another one. There was something that you could fold in half. I've just checked everything that's printed out. Is there something missing? Bear with me. Yeah, I am missing something, and I think this is the doll version. I don't know if it was meant to be this big. If that's a lanyard, it looks rather big. Well, I know one of the printouts you're meant to fold it in half, and I don't seem to have it. No, unfortunately not. There's some Poppy to Fry things on there from my bag club that I'm in, which is a sewing thing I'm doing. Yeah, but those are on there, and some recipes I've printed out. Yes, yes, I haven't got everything printed out. I'll have to have a look, actually. Sorry I couldn't show you that, but there was definitely something you could fold in half. So basically this is something I'm going to be taking part on. Now I've had a look at the past events of people's, and people have done things where they're packing up in Barbie cars, going to the festival. There's bands, people set up bands, and people set up you know, dolls that are meant to be at the festival. Well, do you know what? I could do all of those, because I have got a Barbie vehicle, and it's one that's meant to be for a band, and I have got a Barbie band, so my band could be performing, couldn't they, at the glastdollbury 22. And I've got a homemade wigwam that I've shown you on my channel before. It's a Mandy Shaw pattern, one I've sewn with little wooden dowels in. And I've actually recently got the Barbie one, haven't I? So I could set up some lovely things outside. I might have to check the dogs don't follow me out there. And I'll probably have to check, like, my husband's not long mowed the lawn, but I'll have to make sure he's mowed the lawn when I want to do this. And right, now the dolls could go off to the festival, and I saw someone had used a prop, right? Now that prop is what it was in that box. It was the thing that I ordered, which was for Christmas basically. So it was going to be a bit of a Christmas decoration. Now, have you ever seen, I'm sure you have, it's a bit of an iconic thing at Christmas, and you get it on Christmas cards, and it's a big red truck and you have a Christmas tree on the back. It's meant to be like the people going out and getting their Christmas tree and taking it home, and it's quite a lovely look, and I love that look. Well, it's actually a Barbie red truck. Now, I had a look online to see if I could get one, because it's not a new product, it is an older one, so I believe, I'm not sure of the date, and lucky enough I found one on Amazon, but it said we will email you when it's available. Well, I didn't hold my hopes up, because that's what happened with the Harry Potter doll that's missing from my collection. I ordered it from Amazon. They said they'll email me when they've got it, and then it went on for about 3 months, and then I got the Dear John email to say sorry, we can't get it for you. So I didn't hold my hopes up that I was going to get this big red truck, Barbie truck. Well, anyway, that is what had turned up, and I had a look at the address on the box. It's actually come all the way from Hong Kong, near Shanghai. So yeah, so I feel like quite excited about it, and I haven't unboxed it, and I'm not going to unbox it in this video because I'm sure it's going to go on long enough, but I am going to show it you, and I haven't had a good look at it myself yet because I've literally got it out the box, dumped it here, and today I've just got back from dropping off my youngest son to school. There was a bit of time to kill to drop my eldest to college because he's got like an induction day for the course he's doing in September, so we had a bit of time to kill, so I took him out for breakfast, and then I've dropped him to college, and I've got back and I've done a few little jobs, and then I've sat down in front of the camera, and I've not even looked at this because I kind of dumped it in here yesterday because it didn't actually get delivered to my house. I was actually out because I wasn't expecting it, and it actually went to a fairly local shop. So yeah, I haven't even stood there looking at it, so I'm actually going to show it you before I've looked at it. I'll give it a glance and that's it, and here it is. It is really like that big iconic red truck you see on Christmas cards, and I didn't even remember it actually comes with a doll. And I'm gonna have a little look at the back of this. It looks like she has a cowboy hat, bales of hay, a crate with ears of corn in it, like corn on the cob, a dog with a bandana around its neck, and the back of the truck opens up, and yeah, and this lovely doll. So yeah, I will unbox this on my channel. Now what I'm thinking of doing is, now I really hope I don't lose all my Stitch Diary viewers, because I'm really getting these doll videos out way quicker than I am the Stitch Diaries, and it's just because it's sewing takes a lot longer to do, and what I'm sewing at the moment, it's very arty, and it's going to take, you know, it takes a bit of time, and life has been really hectic with my middle son taking exams and having to do extra pickups and drop-offs separate to my youngest son. So yes, it's been really hectic, and getting time to sew has been a little bit crazy. So yeah, I've just been doing tiny little bits here and there. I wonder, I might have a photo, maybe I've got a photograph showing you where I'm at with my poppy bag. I'm in a poppy to fry bag club, which we meant to make 3 bags, and the club has ended now, and I haven't even finished the first bag, but I have made a good start of it. So if I've got a photograph of what I've done so far, I'll pop it up on the screen. So I have been sewing, but yes, but obviously these Barbie videos are coming out quicker, but I don't know whether I should record these videos, edit them, put them onto YouTube and just keep them private, and then drip feed them to you, but just because, you know, it's just I don't want to lose all my Stitch Diary viewers, but then how many doll videos will I bank up, you know, in that time? I don't know. So anyway, so yes, this is what I'm looking at the moment. I'm going to unbox on my channel, which I'm really excited about. And I forgot about the fashionistas that I want to show you. But what's good is, since I've mentioned the fashionistas that I want to show you, I've actually got more. Now, was it telling you about the packaging, that the newest fashionistas coming? Now, and they look like this, and you saw one of these in my last video because you saw the I unboxed Jackson and Jayla and Fashionista, because I was doing a little diorama for my hairdresser. Actually, I'll talk about that now because I've led to it. In my last video, I did a diorama, and I basically did a miniature version of my hairdresser. I don't think I've showed you this on my channel. I might have mentioned it. And I ordered Jackson, Jayla and Jackson, which I had to get from America, from Amazon.com. I've just been waiting for months and I've not been able to get it here. Had that shipped over. So that's meant to be my hairdresser's son. And then I put one of my minis in it, and I did a few little scenes, and I bought a hairdresser doll, which was quite an inexpensive Korea doll, and I just basically took her outfit, put it on my hairdresser's doll, gave my hairdresser a new body, you know. Sorry, I'm going over this if you've watched it, but yes, but these are the photographs that I finally came up with. I'll pop them on the screen. Now, my hairdresser is absolutely delighted with them, and yeah, I think I did show them on my last video, but and she's actually shared them on her business page, and she's Infinity. I'll pop her Instagram name up on my channel, so that yeah, so yeah, she did share it on her stories, definitely, and I think she shared it on her regular thing, but on her regular page on her Instagram. But yeah, she absolutely loved it, so yeah, I was really chuffed. But yeah, so I showed her a doll. Originally came in one of these packets. This is a 179. I've not taken her out of the box. Fashionista 179, and she's a curvy girl. She's either tanned or she's a mixed race. I'm not quite sure. What do you think? I'll let you make your mind up. Like, I would go this dark, you know, on holiday. So, or she could be, this could be her natural skin. But she's actually got the Malin streak. The Malin streak is what I've mentioned before. And it's something that I actually have got naturally in my hair. But because now I'm having it highlighted as well, you can't really spot it. And when I was having brown, my hairdresser was dyeing it brown, so you couldn't see it. But when I had no colour in my hair in the past, now I don't think I wasn't doing videos then. So yeah, and I wasn't, and on my social media, if you ever have been following me a very, very long time, you never even saw my face. Like, I never used to share photographs of myself on my social media. It was just things I made. I only started getting seen this side of the camera when I started doing dressmaking, and I actually got brave enough to stand in front. What is it? I never really was into having photographs, thinking, oh, look at me kind of thing. But when I'd made something, I felt like quite proud that I'd made it, and I wanted to show it wearing it. And I just got a bit braver being this side of the camera, and then it developed into like videos and things. So yeah, I know some of you out there might not be all that brave to get this side of the camera, but yeah, I was exactly the same. And over time I just got a bit of confidence. So anyway, back to these dolls. So I was showing you that what these fashionistas come in, and I love them because they're really, really good for keeping the dolls in. Now, dolls that don't have storage, I keep in magazine files, which I haven't got one to hand, but I will show you. I'll do a doll storage video if that's a future video. And that was I was given the idea, actually, one of my viewers mentioned how to store them and things. So yeah, that's a great idea. So, well, old fashionistas came in these boxes. Oh, I'm losing everything. They came in these boxes. Now, this girl, she's going to be one of my models. Now, this is predominantly what started off this Barbie thing, it's to be models for my dressmaking, but I'm having a bit of fun along the way. But she's going to be one of my models, and there actually is a model on Instagram. I'll get her up on the screen for you. Now, Matt, I don't know if you're into supermodels. Now, she's an old doll that I've got off eBay, and she's a fashionista number 60. And here are some of the old liner dolls. I'm just having a little scan through those pictures and see if I own any others. And no, I don't own any of the others. I would have quite liked this one, but I can't get her because I really liked her dark eyes and her platinum hair. I've got a little bit of a thing, as you've probably realised, for dark-eyed blondes, and it's because of my family. This is what I've produced, children. Because I was naturally blonde, and I have it highlighted and things now, and I'm working my way back to it. I know I've got still got quite a bit of dark bits in from before that my hairdresser's put dark in, but because that's not my own darkness here. So obviously I'm not really bright blonde. I have got darker hair, but that doesn't really match, I'd say. I think I'm ashier, my natural dark bits. But yeah, I'm working my way back to my own kind of ashy blonde with my highlights and things. But I've got a bit of a thing for them because my children are like it and things. So anyway, there is a supermodel, and I'm going to get her up for you. Right, I found her. So I'll pop a photograph up on the screen of her. And now she's got orange hair at the moment, and she's Oriental. And she might be maybe she's Japanese heritage, but she's in Australia. But she's an Australian supermodel, and she's Oriental, and she has orange hair. So I've got my very own here, and her name is Fernanda Lai, but her Instagram is actually, I'll pop it up on the screen, and I'll put a picture up on the screen. But yeah, what do you think? She looks just like her, and it's a really unusual look. Now, the only thing I'd say about having a model with orange hair, then they're not always going to go well with the clothes, but there might be some items that I make that go well with orange hair. But she hasn't always had orange hair. She's been blonde, she's been pink. I think she had, actually I'll try and put some photographs on the screen of her with the blonde hair. I'm getting to some pink hair now when she's had there's one with a pink hair. Back to blonde. Okay. It must have been a while since she's had. Yeah, I'm finding it ones now. I haven't seen one with her with glasses. Yeah, so that was quite a while ago. So that was in 2018. So maybe she stopped having pink hair quite a while ago. But yeah, but it's been orange for quite some time. So yeah, I've got my very own fashion model. An Australian fashion model to model my clothes. So actually, one of my models is back in her own clothes because the dress she was wearing has gone off to its new home. It's gone off up north, and I made a post on my social media saying that at least the last one went south. This one has gone north, so they won't be wearing the same dress at the same party because they live in the opposite ends of the country. But she's back in her original outfit now. This is a Barbie that I got. Apparently it's exclusive to Smith's Toy Store in the UK. She had a little travel bag, but she came in this outfit. But what I really liked about her is her hair. She's got these real light streaks at the front and then a bit more goldeny at the back. Looks a bit highlighted, doesn't it? But basically what I've been doing with my dressmaking things for the dolls, I've actually left them on the dolls when I've made them and put them somewhere safe because I want to know what size they are. I could do with actually getting something, a clear envelope and labelling that this is for the curvy, this is for the tall, this is for, you know, a standard size Barbie, but unfortunately I haven't done that, so they've just been sitting on the dolls. So what's quite funny is they're in those clothes, but she's back now, back in her original outfit. Now you might be able to spot a little Barbie here. Now I have been playing with Barbie hair. Now my hairdresser did my hair, which you might have seen in my video. Well, I ended up taking her plaits out and I've done her some space buns, I have. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. Now how I got this idea of doing these is Rowan. Now I've mentioned Rowan a few times actually on my channel. I'll get her Instagram handle up on the screen so you can follow her. Now Rowan found me originally and then I followed her back, and she's really into vintage. She dresses in vintage. She posts pictures of vintage things. So if you're really into that kind of thing, I really recommend you follow Rowan. And she's in that community, so I'm sure that if you found Rowan, then you'd find lots of other people as well. But Rowan watches my videos, so you know, and I'm always kind of like speaking to her via the videos because she's always commenting and things. But Rowan said that she was quite impressed with my plaits, and she said she could just master up some space buns for her daughters. So I took Barbie's hair out, Rowan, and I gave her some like plaited space buns, and I'd really quite like to have a go at this hairstyle myself. I think it would look quite nice. Now I'm not into all that impressed with my hair today. It looks a little bit flat, doesn't it, really? But yeah, what I'm doing is, you might have noticed, I'm having this like sideways plait quite a lot at the moment, and the reason it's probably sideways is because it's easy for me to do, because I can kind of do it around here. Yesterday I had a plait round this side. Actually today is Tuesday, is winning with grandma. That's another doll challenge that's going on, and I've got a picture to post. Actually, I'll show you on my video first. This is the photograph I'm going to post on social media, and it's basically me and one of my minis, and I actually took her ice skating. Well, I took her for a photograph. I didn't take her on the ice. I basically did my ice skating, my figure skating with my coach, and I got off the ice, and then I took a really sneaky picture when I got off. I wasn't quite brave enough to take one when I got there because there was a lot of people, loads of school kids and things. So yeah, I waited until they'd all gone, and I got off the ice and it's quite quiet. So I don't know if anyone saw me doing that, but yeah, so that's a photograph, one of them. I've posted the one with, it looks like Barbie skating, but yeah, I'll post the other one on my Instagram today. It won't be on Facebook, but it will be on Instagram, because yeah, because that's the way it works. Like I said before, if I post something on Claire Who Makes Things, it goes to Facebook. But if I post on my doll diaries, it just goes on my doll diaries. And that is it. Right, I'm going to open this now because I've blabbered on a long time, haven't I? I'm not ready to get those fashionistas out yet, but I'm sure I will show you when I do. Oh, look. I've just wrecked my nail paint a little bit doing that. Right, I'm going to get my craft scissors here. Try not to cut myself. Sharon, I don't want to cut myself again. Do you remember when I said I got so excited opening that last Harry Potter doll, and the scissors got stuck and then slipped, and I lifted a chunk out my finger. Well, it did heal eventually, but I'm left with this awful bump on my finger. I've actually tried to file it off, but, but yeah, it's still there. Look, these are gorgeous. Now, have you ever watched The Masked Singer? It's a show on TV where celebrities, they're singers, and they dress up in costumes and they sing on stage, and you've got to guess who it is. That's what these remind me of. Now I'll just pop Barbie here a moment. Now these come with loads of little surprises, and you don't know what's in them. Now I haven't seen an unboxing of this doll, so it's a total surprise to me. That's empty. The box is lovely. I keep these boxes, and actually the 4 that I've got already, I actually pop them back inside here when I'm not using them for something, for photographic purposes or anything. So this is how the doll comes. Oh, I could see a little face there, look. Little smile. So I wonder if her head goes forward. So I'll just tip this forward because it looks like the sloth is tipped back a little bit. Now these are great. They will stand on their own because they've got these big feet. Well, they're shoes, but they're big. They will stand, and they have got articulation. So you can do some, yeah, Saturday Night Fever. Oh, I best not sing, if that's what you call it. My video might get taken down, I might get fined. I tell you, it's a nightmare, you know. With videos, I get, oh, you know, you've broke some rules or something. I'm always getting that. You're getting demonetized on this video because of you've broke some rule. So, it's always the good video as well, the popular ones. Right, ta-da! So that's with it off. And that's her hair. Now these are the ones where you can use hot and cold water. Now I must admit, all my other girls, their hair I've kept all wrapped up like this because I've kept them in their outfits, and I've never put the hot and cold water on any of the others to add or remove their you know, their paint. So actually, before I take everything else off, I'm going to open all the surprises because it will make sense to you then. Shall I pop her here because it's this doll we're talking about? So I'm going to open this one. Now, I think yeah, they've got a perforated edge. So you don't need to. I didn't ever open these on my channel, did I? I don't remember. Oh! It's got a baby sloth. So cute. Now this one, I think it will have open eyes and closed eyes depending if you put hot and cold water on. I might go and get the water and we'll do it in this video if there's time. Do you know, this is the last day I'm going to have an empty house. It's June and it's the last day I'm going to have a totally empty house until September because my middle son, obviously, he'll be totally finished with college today, and yeah, and with then my other son breaking up and whatever my eldest is up to and things. But yeah, this is the last official day. So in this one we've got some tiny little shoes. They kind of look like a bit like ballet shoes / sandals. They've got a bit round the ankle and they're flat. And a headband, and I'm trying to see what, oh, she's going to fall. Oh, it's got flowers, plastic flowers on it. I could actually put the headband on her. She's so pretty. Do you know what I love about these cutie reveals? Oh, look at that hair. They've got such pretty makeup, they have. But mine's a shame. Do I look a bit rough looking today? Do you know when sometimes, because I'm not looking at myself, I'm looking at the camera, but I do obviously get a glimpse of myself, and sometimes I think I look so rough in these videos. So much so I think, oh, should I post that? But I suppose, no, you know, we're not perfect, are we? Nobody's perfect. But people like looking their best, but I certainly don't look my best in these videos. Right, and this has come with a Barbie comb. Now actually, I love these Barbie combs, and I keep one of them from one of the other dolls out all the time on here, because often I need to, like, you know, brush a doll's hair in a video or in a hurry or something, and I just keep it on here now. But these have sponges on them, so you can do the water play things that I was talking about. Now I'm guessing this is going to be a skirt or something. Just this is going by for the others. I'm a little bit worried about my voice actually. My eldest son totally lost his voice recently, and he was really poorly with a fever. And yeah, he's been really unwell, but he feels much better. He's gone back to work, but his voice hasn't totally come back. Luckily, he doesn't have to do a lot of talking with his job, and he's not broke up from college yet. Doing his computing. Yes, it is a little skirt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop her out of her sloth outfit, and you can see what's going on. So she's got these hands. No doubt I'll be putting all these back on her. Now these jackets, they're reversible. So she can either wear the jacket this way. Obviously don't turn it inside out. And she can wear it that way. And she's got plastic, like a bralette on underneath. A lot of people don't really like plastic clothing, because if you want to change, if you want to change their clothes, then you're stuck with it then, aren't you? Like the pants obviously don't matter too much unless they're wearing a bikini. But if you was really, really in love with a doll, you could always, if you didn't mind taking the risk, you could always do a head swap onto a doll that didn't have clothing. So if you have a look, these aren't as flexible as the made to move. There is a name for these dolls that have got just this kind of articulation. So it's a teensy bit of movement in and out, but she'll kind of go like that. And I've got some dolls like that, or I've got ones, that I can cross their leg. This is a made to move body. They have more joints, more going on with the joints. Or you go for this one who's got absolutely no joints whatsoever. But it just depends. They're all good for different things. So I'm going to pop her skirt on, and I'm going to pop her shoes on. You might be able to see the shoes a little bit better with them on the feet. Oh, I'd love these. So that's how she's looking now, with those little shoes on. She looks lovely, doesn't she? I'll pop this off. That's how she looks. Actually, I've been trying to find out if the Barbie extra dolls have actual names, because Gina, you was asking me about dolls having names, because there's Barbie extra dolls and they've got numbers. I've got a Barbie extra that is a Barbie extra plus that hasn't got a number, but yeah, but I tried to find out. I looked on YouTube, I watched some videos, because they've got some of the Barbie extra dolls, well, characters on the Barbie YouTube channel, and I was watching them, and they wasn't calling them any names, not in the ones I've seen. They were kind of Barbie and Barbie Malibu and Barbie Brooklyn were calling each other Malibu and Brooklyn, but then when the other girls were talking, they weren't calling each other names. So yeah, I suppose they're whatever, because sometimes I hear people call the dolls that I've got names on like groups and things that I'm in, but I think they've given them the names. I don't think they're the proper names. So here we go. So you can do this up from both sides, you don't have to have it open. But the flowers actually match the flowers on her headband. But she's lovely, isn't she? She's a really lovely doll. She's blue-eyed with blue eyeshadow. And they normally have something on their lips. I think they're I can't make it out. They're either tiny stars, I don't think they're snowflakes, or they could be these tiny like a tiny version of these flowers. They're white, but you can't, they're very, very hard to see, they are. But that is how she's looking. Now, I'll pop those clothes off her. See the articulation on her elbows, look. So if I show you made to move, can you see what that joint looks like? There's less on that Actually, the mini that I took to the ice rink, she's got this kind of articulation on the arms because she can hold a camera, because she was a video camera doll, but she hasn't got any articulation on the knees at all. So I might need to change her to a more articulated body at some point, but I haven't really got a doll that I want to spare to do that to, because I want to keep this Barbie as she's like traditional blue-eyed blonde-haired Barbie. I want to keep her for that, for this. And I've got another one, a blue-eyed typical Barbie, but I'm thinking of making her my main Barbie, that I leave her hair straight, and maybe use these official Barbie clothes, use her in the official Barbie clothes, because I've got a very articulated Brooklyn now, haven't I? Brooklyn's in her made to move yoga body, so she can do this now. I remember I was showing you my last video. I've not changed her hands actually. I love her in that expression, say oh no, or speak no evil. But but she obviously will be able to cross her legs. Oh, she's dropped her glasses, bear with me. Now she can cross her legs now like that, but she's got moulded pants on, so she flashes a little bit if I sit her down like that. So, anyway, you can't see if I put her there. I'll take her glasses off. I'll put those on her actually. Right, yeah, because she's got a top knot that don't sit on the head all that well, I don't think. So anyway, what shall we do this one? Hear no, see no evil. I wonder if they can put their hands. I should do that as a post. Do the monkeys? I don't think I can get her hands on her eyes. Oh, I can. See no evil. Speak no evil. What's the other one? See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. But unfortunately, this is what I'm saying. This doll, that's as far as she could get with hear no evil. It just doesn't look the same, does it? She's lovely, but that's it. So the thing is, that's the thing, there's a bit of a debate in the doll world. Some people don't like articulated bodies because they don't like seeing the joints, and some people want them. With me, it all depends on my mood. If all of a sudden I want a doll to do something and it doesn't do something, it can be a bit frustrating. Have I got any articulated girls in here? Oh, I have. I've got an articulated girl in here. And this is the doll. This is a gymnastics doll. Now, there's more than one Barbie gymnastic doll. This is the most articulated one. But this is the one, I've made it into Barbie's mum. I've mentioned her before on my channel and on my Stitch Diaries actually. But I made this outfit so she'd look like Barbie's mum. I didn't want to age her face because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to make her look old. But I didn't actually put her on a made to move body. Hang on, let me check how articulated her shoulders are. Her elbows actually. Oh, she's not quite made to move, She's not as bendable. Her elbow joints aren't as bendable as they're made to move. But her knees must be, because she can sort of sit cross-legged. I'm learning about my own dolls on this video. No. I can get her hands higher up. Does she look like she's holding her ears? She looks like she's got a headache, doesn't she? No. Right. I'm going to find another made to move doll to demonstrate this. I think this is a photograph that's going to be coming to my social media. Right, Sorry about this, girl. It was all about you a minute ago and now I'm doing something else. My regular viewers will know what I'm like, that I start one thing and I go off on another, you know, so sorry about that. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Right, here we go. Here's one of my minis. Right, now she did have longer leggings on down to her ankles, but I actually had to take them for the ice skating mini because they were a bit short. So she's got the short ones on now and a white t-shirt, but I do wear t-shirts a lot in the house and black leggings, so she's a good mini for me. And I do these twists now, so yeah, anyway. So right, yeah, we're going to use this doll. And she's got the Barbie and Tanner shoes on. Now, there's some dolls that have feet that are for heels. Some have got flat feet. What's really good about the made to move ones, they move at the ankle joint. So it means you can actually put whatever shoe on you like, whether they're made for flat feet or ones with heels. I think all the curvy dolls, I think they've all got flat feet, you know. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. Here we go. Hear no evil. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take a photograph of them doing this. I'll get them in the right order because I might not have got those in the right order. She's sitting a bit wonky, isn't she? Sit her up. See what I'm saying? They're so much fun. Now, I know that this is meant to be my doll dressmaking business. That's what this is all about, this doll adventure. But I'm obviously, you know, I'm having a bit of fun with it as well along the way. Now, so that my doll Rama is one of my plans. But actually, do you know, I've got like a permanent stand where I leave all the dolls, not all of them, but some of them out. I'm actually going to build a big fashion studio. That's what I'm going to do all across the whole width of it. Now, I have got a photo booth kind of thing I made at a foam board. I got this board from Hobbycraft. And this is it. Now, this is, so if you've seen my dolls with a white background, this is what they've been in. But I can make it a little larger because it swings out and this swings down. So I've got a bigger photograph area, but oh gosh, we're getting makeup on it. It's on the back anyway. But what I'm thinking of doing is building something bigger that maybe stands a little bit taller. So if you've got a taller doll, it's no good. And put it all across one of my calacs over there and turn it into a fashion studio. So I might even put the doll sewing machine in it, so it's got like a sewing area, maybe a catwalk area. Just you know, find out what do fashion studios, big fashion studios have, and build my miniature version basically and put it over there. Now, what I can always do is if I want an outdoor scene, I can either take everything out and then put my outdoor scene. Actually, I've just seen how long this video is. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share that in another video because I've just seen how long this is going on for. Right, I'm going to go and get some water and I'll be back. Right, I'm back. I have hot water. Now, this water comes out, it comes out like a cup of water out of a machine, and it comes out at 97 degrees. So I've just basically done it and walked into here. So obviously it's losing temperature all the time. This is my Emma Bridgewater chicken mug. So I'm a chicken keeper, crazy for chickens. Now, this is my Emma Bridgewater craft mug that's got my name on it, and this has got cold water and ice in it. Right, so we're going to see how it affects the little pet first. Now, luckily I've got two of these sponges, haven't I? So I'll use I've got one for hot and one for cold. So I'll dip the pink one in the hot water. Now, I don't know if it will disappear. So that's how he's looking now. I'm going to put hot water on. One eye has gone closed. Oh gosh, he or she looks adorable. Look, the little eyes are closed now. Oh, these are just lovely for children, aren't they? Or the child in the adult. Right, I feel like leaving its little eyes closed. Now I'm going to dip into the icy cold water. Yeah, see now it's winking. One's come back. And two have come back. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Right, now we're going to have a look at what happened. Now, Barbie, does she have that dot on her nose? It's actually disappeared in here. Maybe it's because she's sitting by the mug. Maybe it's the heat that's nearby. So this is warm water I'm putting on her now. Oh, I couldn't see what was happening to her then. Her eye makeup has disappeared. Do you know that lovely eye makeup I was telling you about? One has anyway. Oh wow, do you know when you're rubbing her and you can't really see what's happening and you're thinking, what, nothing's happening, because I was looking at her nose. Yeah, look, it's got rid of her makeup. She looks a little bit more natural now. That was with warm. Now I'm going to put the cold water on her. Yeah, look, one eye now. Oh, if only it was that easy. And she's got the little dot on her nose. It's meant to be like an animal kind of dot, you know, to look like the animal they're supposed to be. Do you know what I'm going to do? I know it doesn't really matter because I'm probably going to put her head back on anyway. But I'm going to get rid of that dot on her nose. But I've brought back her eye makeup. So eye makeup, no dot. Yeah, she's lovely, isn't she? Now the others, I don't think I've got one with purple hair actually. I feel like leaving these out. So basically what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be having loads of fun recreating glastdollbury. Glastdollbury, that was it. Glastdollbury 22. So I'm going to be having loads of fun doing that. I think that's this weekend actually. And then I think it's going to be I was going to do a beach thing, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Maybe I will. If I get all these fashion studio things set up, maybe I'll do some beach thing, but the beach thing will have to be something I fold away. The fashion studio is going to be a permanent fixture for my little doll making, dressmaking business, and for a bit of fun, catwalks and photography and that kind of thing. But the beach thing is going to be something I have to fold away and things. So yes, so some things are going to be fold away dioramas and some are going to be permanent fixtures in my craft room. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Doll Diaries. I really hope this has been something that you like, and I will see you next time. Bye.